What's up, my horror people? Today we're gonna have some bourbon and watch some horror flicks. We're just watching one. God, I fucked up already. Today's movie is Martin. This is the fourth feature film by director George Romero, and he shot this after making The Crazies. And this has an interesting story behind it because it's not available in America. The producer behind this is called Paul Rubenstein, and he refuses to release this film physically in America. I'm not 100% sure why, but I think it's because Dawn of the Dead, also known as Zombie in Italy, he made a 3D print of this and he paid like millions of dollars to get it done. And then, the 3D craze was over and he feels like he's owed all that money. Something like that. So now he just doesn't release these in America unless if they pay him a buttload of money. So that's why you don't see Dawn of the Dead anywhere, and that's why you don't see Martin anywhere. And the only ways to get these films is by importing them from the UK, which is exactly what I did. I don't know which bourbon to have. We got McKenna 10-year. We got Knob Creek, because I want to put a knob in my mouth. This one's 120 proof, so I don't know if we should start on that. We got Four Roses Single Barrel, which is one of my favorites. And we have Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond 7-year. So that's our choices. I guess I'll start off with the strongest, or I start off with the best. No, because if I start off with the best, that means the night will only get worse from here. So let's go ahead and start off with the strongest. Or, this is probably the smoothest, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, because I like a little bite into my bourbon, but okay. We'll start off with the smoothest. Yeah. Cheers, everybody at home. Hopefully you enjoy, and let's have a little drinky poo. 1977, George A. Romero's Martin. No, not that Martin. That's why it's always so hard to Google this film up, because of that fucking TV show with Martin Lawrence. This is the version found on YouTube. If you can, I highly recommend the 4K because the quality is just way better. But oh my god, just listen to that music. It just feels so classic, and it really does have that gothic horror vampire feel. I would say it's a modern day gothic horror film, but it was made in the 70s, so it's no longer modern day. When I first saw this film, we had HBO free for about a week. So this was playing, and I put a little VHS tape inside my VCR, and I recorded this. And it was on the same tape as Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and a few other classic films. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre also. And I would play the crap out of that tape. I had no clue what to expect in this film. I've never seen a vampire film where the vampire may or may not be a vampire. My bro about shoot up that heroin, dog. Make sure it's not laced with fent. It keeps cutting back to these beautiful black and white moments with this amazing music that sets up tone. The idea is he has to go into the room, drug them so they fall asleep, and then he drinks their blood. It's a ghost!
Surprise, motherfucker!
But it takes forever for the drug to work. So it's not like movies where it's like, here's the shot, you instantly go to bed. Here they have to fight a little, which I guess it would take a while if you put a drug into somebody to make them fall asleep. I don't know. I'd have to ask Bill Cosby.
I don't want to say anything.
I would have been screaming from the beginning. Him saying don't scream wouldn't have deterred me at all. It's so weird. Like, He almost has this charisma where when he's like, it just will put you to sleep. It's almost like, oh yeah, I trust you. Nothing bad's gonna happen after you give me a shot and make me go to sleep. So this is where it gets weird. You do feel sorry for the main character, Martin, but he's still a rapist. And I don't know how you make a rapist into the fucking sympathetic hero. Oh, not hero, but sympathetic villain. We got our first victim of the film right at the beginning. Look at all that blood you wasted. They're like my children when I make them food, just purely wasting all of it. Oh, Christine Forrest. That's actually George Romero's ex-wife. And then she slowly became one of the producers, and she's in a bunch of his earlier films. Tom Savini, he acts in this, and he also does the effects. And this is starring John Amplas. I actually met him at a convention before, and we got to talk about this movie, and I told him what an impact this had on my life. And he was just really happy. I don't think a lot of people talk to him about Martin. Fuck you, Richard Rubenstein. Did I say his name was Paul Rubenstein? Fuck. Is that Pee-wee? My bad, Pee-wee. I didn't mean to diss you. The GOAT, George A. Romero. Here's to you, George Romero. You may be gone, but you'll never be forgotten. You don't have to be so rude, Martin. You could say, excuse me. I would not be able to fit through that. Oh, there goes the creepy mustache man gonna hit on them like, hey, I'm rubbing my junk on all of y'all as I pass by. And here's the introduction to Martin's cousin. Here's the introduction to Martin's cousin. And I love these shots so much. Just them walking, the wide shots of the landscape. It's so god dang beautiful. It feels so gritty. It feels like a time that's been lost. And that music, it's so dreamlike. It adds so much atmosphere. It makes it almost like a somber setting, if that's how you use that word. I gotta stop. It's somber? It's somberish? Alright, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Homeless, taking a shit, and drinking bourbon. So it's actually really sad. On the commentary with George Romero and Tom Savini and John Amplas, George Romero keeps talking about how there's like a 3.5-hour director's cut, and they had it stored inside a vault or whatever you call it, and somebody broke in and stole the print, and all throughout the commentary, he keeps saying, I just want to watch the director's cut one last time before I die. And it's so sad because he never got the chance to, and just recently they discovered the 3.5-hour director's cut. This version, they held off for a few months to release it because they were trying to get the rights of that so they could have it on the movie, but they ended up never getting it, so we still don't have a director's cut out in public. And when I first saw this film, the one thing I would have loved is to see more stuff with this character. So whoever has the director's cut out there, please release it. I want to watch it so bad. And god dang it, it's so sad George Romero never saw it before he died. I love these flashback moments so much.
First, I will save your soul. Then, I will destroy you.
And that's the plot of this movie. He comes to Pittsburgh to live with his cousin so he can get his soul saved so he wouldn't go to hell. And then he's gonna die anyway from his cousin. And the whole time you're wondering, is he actually a vampire or do they just have a mental illness that runs in the family? And we see he has a reflection.
But you will not take people from the city. If I hear it a single time, I will destroy you without salvation.
God damn.
Speak, Nosferatu.
He doesn't look like Nosferatu. He's not turning on the light and turning off the light.
Nosferatu!
You can't come in. I didn't invite you. And then he catches on fire. I saw this at a really young age, probably too young, but I never saw a vampire film that didn't follow the traditional vampire. So this film was just fascinating to me.
I come alive today from Indianapolis. You'll see him here.
The young man in the house with Christina? Related or not, I don't think it's right.
But Mrs. Bellini.
You shouldn't have it, Cuda. How will it look?
What a weirdo. What, are you afraid that he's just gonna have sex with his family members? Jesus Christ, Kudo. Where do you get your customers from? I guess there was a lot of Karens back then also. And that's George Romero's ex-wife.
Is Tatakuda home yet?
Why does he sound like a Mortal Kombat character? Tatakuda!
Say, would you like to have a fire? I mean, an extension could only be a few dollars more, and I could make the arrangements for you, or we could share the expenses at the end of the month.
She's just trying to get off paying the whole bill. She's like, I know it'll be cheaper if you're on the same plan. Ah, yes, the classic vampire diet of bread and white shit.
Look how he eats.
What? Look how he eats. He puts it in his mouth, he chews, then he swallows. What a f***ing weirdo. And you're smoking at the dinner table? How dare you criticize people on how they eat? My dad actually got one of these when he was young, and he fucked it up, and he cut the shit out of his finger. I can believe that that was a traumatic experience, and it probably went pretty deep in also. Tom Savini. Look at babyface Savini. You gotta grow out that iconic mustache, man. Oh yes. This is what you do in the 70s. You just eavesdrop and play with this shitty toy that just goes back and forth. I'm so happy I was raised in the era that I was. We had Nintendo, then Super Nintendo, then N64. I saw games go from super shitty to super amazing. I wasn't around during the Atari time. Well, maybe, I don't know, but I was too young. God, you want him to wake up everybody when he just needs to take a piss? Like, it'll be late at night and he'll just slowly open the door and boom, everybody's awake. And quit calling him Nosferatu. Anytime I hear that word, I just think of a standing tall, naked Bill Skarsgård. And I can't stress enough, if you really want to watch this film and get really into it, for the love of God, just buy the 4K. The quality is so amazing. It's so good. This quality, ugh.
This is for the meat. This is for you, Mark.
Why does it seem like she just gave him a few quarters? It's like, thanks. God, I wish I could go back to that time. It's like, thanks for delivering my pizza. Here's 2 quarters. And he's walking. I mean, I bet the town's pretty small, so it wouldn't be too bad. That's why everybody's skinny. $1 for the groceries.
I can give you a ride back downtown if you like.
Yeah, since he walked all the way there from downtown, you know he smells like sweat and ass. Maybe his pheromones are getting to her. She's like, ooh, yeah. I love swamp ass. I love how Kuda has his name on the building.
Say, do you do any other jobs?
Depends. What jobs do you do? Any starting with the word blow? Sorry, that's dirty. I want to talk about these films and respect them. I don't want to make jokes about them because in the end of the day, this is really a beautiful and amazing film. He's trying to take that midnight pee.
Ask the boy himself. Ask Mark. He will tell you.
He's unbalanced. He's mad, and you and those books have driven him to it.
I'd like to have a phone.
Yeah, that way you can call it sex hotlines.
But your attitude towards me, I'm important, and I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting on that damn court.
So she got a phone just to bitch at her boyfriend. You know, as much as things changed, some things stay the exact same. Hey, Martin, that's your family member. Don't be looking at her legs like that.
This is a man, lady in bed. Yeah, it's only $4.98.
Hey kids, are you looking for a new toy to buy? Buy this new thing. I'm not gonna tell you what it does, but you'll probably see your parents do it at night. And if you do, just show them the toy and be like, I saw what you did. I like how you go from a black hero in Night of the Living Dead to this film where they just have black people harassing a white woman. Sometimes George Romero is so progressive, and then sometimes he's not.
Hello? Do you have anything?
I hate it when people stop my car and ask for money. God. I can't imagine somebody coming to my house asking for money. Like, I have so much anxiety when people come up to me in my car and they're just like, can you please help? And in Texas, it's even worse when I lived in Houston because they would knock on your window and force you to see it. And I'm just like pretending like I'm the deaf one. Like, I don't like people. And, you know, it's kind of up because, you know, people are in that situation for various reasons. And it is a problem, but God. I don't know, man. Let's just watch this vampire film and not get too serious. Alright, so he was spotting his victim from afar, ordering ice cream, and now he knows she's going to be alone in the house because her husband's leaving. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. What? Is that a f***ing cell phone? Oh no. It's a shitty garage door opener. Martin's all going around like a solid snake on a stealth mission. You need some of that camouflage, man. It's so crazy how houses looked back then. Like, what is that bathroom wallpaper? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. You can't cheat on me, but I'ma cheat on you. Now you're gonna have to explain to your husband.
But call the hospital, tell them what happened, all right? Tell them we're coming here in 5 minutes.
Okay. What hospital? I don't know what hospital.
Stop messing around. If you're just gonna go to the hospital, jump in the car and go. I hate that sound so much. Is that how phones sounded in the 70s? He's like 70 strong. We're like, I don't know whether he's strong or flabby. It's that Family Guy skit almost. I mean, he's probably pretty fucking strong. But he knows he needs that double dose. That double dose of the Bill Cosby juice. What the hell is this room? Why is there just 2 doors back to back? That's where we put our kids when we punish them. At least he's practicing using safe needles. He's like, okay, you have your needle and you have your needle. We shall not mix these needles. And your double dose of the Bill Cosby juice. Oh, man. And the last thing you'll see is Bill Cosby above you saying, give me your pudding pop. You should have just called the cops when you had the chance. But I kind of get it. It's the 70s. You're with another guy. The last person you want to call is the cops. You'll be called a harlot. See, she still had ample opportunity to call somebody, but she's just like, maybe if I don't, it'll all be fine. Oh no, he's getting a little woozy here. Okay, So this is actually a really cool way that they did this effect coming up. So he's laying on the ground and he stabs him in the neck with a stick. But what they ended up doing, to make the effect work, they had to use a fake bottom of the body. So they ended up having him sit up and they built up a wall of dirt and just put leaves on it. And then he just stabbed a fake neck, just like they did in Friday the 13th with Kevin Bacon's death. They pretty much did that. So this is him actually sat up and not laying down. Oh no, he's about to rape him also.
Sometimes I think they're really gonna catch me and hurt me or even kill me. Yeah, I've seen that in the movies. People trying to stop your kind. You have to really stay calm when that happens.
These are actually my favorite parts in the film, when he calls the radio DJ and he talks to him about him being a vampire.
Wished I would die. Or I wish somebody would kill me.
I'm gonna come to your house on the back of a horse with a bunch of villagers carrying torches. I don't know why when I watch this, I rooted for Martin. I think it's just because he's the main character. You sort of become desensitized of the actual bad shit that he's doing. And that's being a predator and going into houses and stalking people and victims.
And I have the needles. Needles? It was really hard before the needles.
Yeah, the Bill Cosby juice.
What kind of needles?
And he still rapes her. God. Why did I think he was such a good person when I was a kid? Maybe I didn't understand the rape thing. I have no clue. So she's gonna wake up being like, God, what a horrible nightmare I had. It's a coming of age story about a man and his sexuality. And he may or may not be a vampire. Just a normal, classic American movie. I love that shot where the garage closes and you just see his face as it drops down. Oh my God.
That's not like in the movies either. I saw a movie once where it happened every night. Now that's crazy. Those movies are crazy.
Still my favorite parts of the movies. It gives you so much exposition without just shoving it down your throat.
So you don't burn up to a crisp in the sun? Burn up? Nothing like that? Well, the sun bothers my eyes sometimes, especially when it's about time.
And I love that way of explaining things in the movie where it's not like, oh, we're gonna just tell you everything. But they are, but it makes sense in the context. Alright, what shall we have next? We have 30 minutes left of the movie. Heaven Hill, 7 Year, maybe, because we're watching a vampire movie, so heaven is the place that they're trying to send Martin to, but I don't know. We can also do the 120 proof. Holy shit, is that strong? Or my favorite one. I say let's go with my favorite one.
I will not be seen in church without you. Get dressed.
How dare you invite a vampire to church? God. What kind of church is this? Is this a church in some person's shitty attic? Like, holy crap. And guess who plays the priest? George Romero, baby! Oh. Oh my God, yes. This is it's almost done and I'm so sad. The Four Roses single barrel is my goddamn favorite. You will make a good dinner. I would love to be that direct. Like, just go up to my wife. Listen, you're going to come to my house at 5 p.m. You will make a good dinner. I'm just joking about the slappity slap. I would never. Hey, don't be weird, lady.
I don't know what to believe about that. You don't know, Father Howard? You see, this is what I mean. This is not what an old person wants to hear from a priest.
You don't believe in demons possessing people at a cabin and killing all of their friends? How dare you? Watch Evil Dead and come back to me, priest. So this is a fun moment in the movie. This is where he fucks with Kudo. The guy driving just so happens to be there, though. He's not a part of this plan. He's just like, I'm just going to freak you out for a second and just fucking ride right past you. What an asshole. But it was the 70s where I think everybody was drinking and driving. They were all on their bourbons. This is a wonderful, beautiful scene. We got somebody off to the side smoking cigars, making sure that it's all foggy. It's probably George Romero just coughing. How many cigars do I have to smoke for this? I hate it when you take a left and you accidentally enter Silent Hill. It's fucking hilarious just thinking Martin's just pulling pranks on his cousin. Like, hey, look, I'm an old school vampire. Yeah, Martin's about to give him a heart attack. Martin, why are you fucking with your cousin so much? Hey, that's not nice. Listen here, motherfucker. You don't do that to me.
It's just a costume.
It's just a prank, bro. It's a prank.
It's only a costume.
God, look at all that fucking shit people used to litter back then. Thank God, what's it called? The show American Pickers? Thank God they weren't there. They'd be grabbing up all that shit like, you know what we just found here? This shit is $2 now. That's a total profit of $1.
We're always out of town again, and we'll leave up the game room half finished.
What would a game room be back then? Like, there's no fucking Atari back in 1977.
You want me here for sex, don't you? I never really did it before. I was always too shy.
Don't tell them you're a virgin. Just be like, hey, I've done this 20,000 times. Oh, well, this is awkward. Why does she look like a fucking turkey on top of him? Can I have that on YouTube? I'm just going to throw a few Nick Jonases here and there.
Cry.
Because your dick was that bad.
I can never have kids.
God love it, the 1970s. The worst thing that could happen to a woman is that she's not able to have kids. Today, that would be like a goddamn gift. And this is why you don't get drunk with the in-laws.
There is insanity in this family, and you've got it.
Oh, shit! You've had way too much goddamn bourbon that night. Stop slapping her. That's George Romero's wife. Ex-wife. Okay, slap her some more. Sorry, that's a horrible joke.
Have any offspring. We won't even wind up together. Arthur's just my way.
God, that is like the biggest diss ever to show you how much of a piece of shit you are.
You're wrong.
Well, then, too bad for me.
And he's drinking more. We never used to see him day drink. Well, except for with the priest. That's why you don't hang out with George Romero.
People always go away so they can forget where they were.
We're done with that drink. What shall our next drink be? I don't think I can possibly do both of these. This is 120, so that's super fucking strong. But I like this a lot more than this. 7 year, 9 year. Well, this is like 9 year and like 6 months, huh? I'm gonna go for the stronger one.
I wish you could shoot me up with drugs.
Hey, you're asking the right person. He has the drugs for you. He has the goddamn Bill Cosby juice.
Martin, you're lazy. You're a lazy boy.
Fuck you, Karen! Oh my god, she's the total fucking person who would just be like, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. Fuck you, bitch. I'm tired of cleaning the same spot 20 fucking times just to clean the same spot 20 goddamn times. Yes, follow her home. Kick her ass. Kill her. Kill her in her goddamn disco pants. Jesus, man. George Romero, come on. You don't have to make the only black people in this film harassing white ladies. So he said himself, whenever he gets hungry, he literally gets sloppy. And he went way too long because he was in a good mood.
Shaky, I might make a mistake. A mistake? might make a mistaking a cop.
It doesn't help that you're airing this on live radio. Like, and it's local. So everybody will be like, oh, this person's wrist was cut and their blood was drained. I wonder who it was. All right, Martin. Yeah, there you go. He's like, I'm drunk. I don't get knocked out. Oh, never mind. All right, all you gotta do is drink his blood. Don't rape him first, Martin. Come on, for the love of God. Why are you just standing there like that? I said don't rape him. Way to make a shitload of noise, you dumbass. Just drink the blood. Hurry up. You could have been done a little slit. But no, you're taking your sweet ass. What are you grabbing? The little bottle. You didn't come prepared with a goddamn razor blade. It's on the cover of the fucking movie, Martin. God damn it, Martin. Look at all that blood gone to waste. He gets so goddamn sloppy. So I guess he's like an opposite of a drunk. The less he drinks, the more fucking drunk he gets. God, I would love to see the 3.5 hour cut of this. I just pray that one day they will release it. And that's not inside Richard Rubinstein's hands. Because he will keep a hold onto that shit forever. You drank the blood and then you broke into a building. Honestly, just take your shirt off. You're a dude in the 1970s. They'll be like, oh, there goes another dude with his shirt off. Okay, so he's about to pull a Kyle Reese from the Terminator. He probably drank that drunk blood. That's it. He got way too drunk from the drunk blood, and now he's a sloppy drunk also. What are y'all doing here? What are y'all even doing there? Were y'all just playing some dice? Like, oh god, this illegal gambling dice game. I'd rather be in trouble for shooting at a cop than playing dice or selling drugs. It's just chaos nonstop. God damn. Did I do that? Alright then. I didn't mean to cause all this. I'm just gonna get the hell out of here. What? The homeless guy has a friend now, and they're just shitting together. I'd be in the third stall like, hey, let's play shit wars. Who can shit the loudest? Oh no!
And that's another thing about those movies. Vampires always have ladies. Sometimes lots of ladies.
It's true. In the movies, they have ladies. Have you ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn? It was nothing but a shitload of ladies. Tom Savini was in that also.
I warned you, Martin. Nobody in the town has seen
It's happening.
nobody in the town.
God damn it.
About Mrs. Santini. Do you think I believe she killed herself? Do you really think I believe
She did, though. She totally did.
that? Nosferatu.
God. So he just stabs him and the goddamn... It's so sad. Like, he didn't even do anything. I hate it. I love it. I hate it. It's the perfect ending for a perfect movie. God, and it's so depressing and sad because you feel for Martin. It's a curse that he has to deal with. And there he goes. He's buried in the back fucking yard. And you know his cousin is never gonna know about it because she never comes back. Just like he said. George Romero, you made a great fucking film. Richard Rubinstein, stop being a bitch. Release this film.
I think I know where the count is. I have a friend who I think is the count.
Why was Michael Jackson at the end? Ooh. Chugging 120. Yeah, that's probably going to bring me over the edge. Let's open up the Heaven Hill because that's one place Martin is not being sent to is heaven. Or a hill. We're just going to do a little bit because this is going to be my last drink. Because it's 9:30 in the morning. But it's fine. Because I'm just going to have a hangover while editing. Oh, shit. I love this movie so much. And I would love to see the 3.5 hour director's cut. It really pains me to know that George Romero never saw the cut. And then it surfaced also. It's so messed up that it was out there because somebody stole it from some fucking place. And now there's an actual cut in existence that George Romero did not get to see. It pains me so much to know that fact. It's so sad too when you listen to the commentary and you just hear him. He just keeps talking about it. He's like, hey, whoever stole it, it's fine. Just please, I just want to see it once. And it's just so fucked up he was never able to see it. So George Romero, you made an amazing vampire film. You created the zombies. And you were just a brilliant filmmaker in general. There's not really much to say about him. His filmography speaks for itself. I believe he's only made 2 bad films in his career. And that's Diary of the Dead and Survival of the Dead. And those are just bad because, I don't know, he was way too old when he made them. And it was just, they weren't, he wasn't given the budget to make the movie that he wanted to, so he had to cut corners. But what he still delivered in Survival of the Dead, in my opinion, was still fun. And Diary of the Dead, I remember hating it when I first saw it. And then I watched it like 20 times to finally like it. So now I only like it because I know every part of it. But that shows how good of a director he is, where even when he makes a bad film, I want to watch it over and over and understand why it was bad. So, he's probably the greatest director of our time. And eventually I'll go through his whole entire filmography. But until that day, guys, I hope you enjoyed.